Welcome to the JWK show. Get your XRP with crypto exchange BITUNIX. Link is in the description below. Clarity Act is right around the corner, and it will make Ripple, the XRP ledger, the legal replacement for SWIFT. Under the Clarity Act's Section 401 amends U.S. banking statutes to explicitly authorize financial institutions to custody, clear, settle, and transact on permissionless ledgers like the XRP ledger, removing existing OCC Fed regulatory ambiguity and prudential barriers that currently render such activities impermissible, and thereby enabling compliance on balance sheet adoption as a SWIFT alternative. Right, 60% of SWIFT banks have already partnered with Ripple, and now through Ripple Treasury, their acquisition of G Treasury, Ripple and XRP Ledger is now connected to over 13,000 plus banks. So once the Clarity Act passes, banks can legally choose an alternative to SWIFT, and these giants can deploy trillions of dollars in payments on the XRP Ledger, choosing Ripple and XRP. So the Clarity Act is a massive green light for banks, institutions to mass adopt XRP and Ripple services. We have the Clarity Act, Section 105, legal certainty for XRP, Section 110, mature blockchain tests. We have 13 years of zero downtime, 90 million plus transactions, globally decentralized validators, and XRP qualifying as a digital commodity under CFTC jurisdiction. Section 401 is banking access, and that is U.S. banks and credit unions being able to use digital assets for payments in all sorts of different use cases, unlocking the entire American banking sector for Ripple infrastructure. And Section 404 is stablecoin rules, as of now, banning passive interest or yield on payment stablecoins. However, allows for transactions using stablecoins, meaning mass adoption coming in for the RLUSD as the primary use case is for enterprise transactions in general, not to earn yield or passive income. And a crypto update from BITUNIX. They have said slowly, then all at once, which is what the XRP insiders and Ripple team have said multiple times. And the sun rises on crypto market structure in the U.S. BITUNIX talking about the Clarity Act as the most ambitious attempt yet to draw clear and workable lines between securities and non-securities activity involving digital assets, and would for the first time provide a comprehensive national framework for digital asset activity in the United States. The Clarity Act seeking to resolve the long-running stablecoin yield impasse through a bipartisan compromise, establishing a three-tier taxonomy for digital assets and creating a statutory capital formation pathway for crypto asset-based projects, introducing a novel disclosure framework for non-security crypto assets associated with distributed ledger systems, which includes both distributed ledgers such as layer 1 blockchains like Ethereum and XRP, as well as distributed ledger applications known as DApps that rely on the efforts of a project team, provides critical protections for developers of decentralized finance applications, and endorses the development of regulatory guidance to support growth of tokenization in the U.S. Sounds a lot like Ripple and the XRP ledger, what Ripple is exactly doing. The White House has publicly expressed support for the legislation, the White House being pro-crypto, being pro-XRP, right? Through layer 1 blockchains such as XRP, we have financial infrastructure coming in, decentralized applications, and tokenization growth in the U.S. From Eleanor Terrence providing us the latest Clarity Act updates, she says, I've been getting a couple of questions about the July 17 date. The Financial Committee has scheduled a field hearing on the 17th to examine how the Clarity Act unlocks innovation. It is a House hearing, not a vote on the bill. And the field hearing entitled Building the Future of Finance, How the Clarity Act Unlocks Innovation. So this is not a vote. We have more talks, continued talks of the Clarity Act. Honestly, enough talks. What we need is a floor vote and then the Clarity Act to pass, Trump signing it into law. We have from JP Morgan on the Clarity Act, the biggest bank in the U.S. The United States must take great care to how it establishes a framework for digital assets. The promise is clear. JP Morgan also now being pro-crypto, pro-Clarity Acts. And the last 2 weeks is going to be a race to pass the Clarity Act, and is currently underway with the Senate in recess until July 13th. The White House, Senate staff, and industry leaders are racing to resolve the final roadblocks holding up the Clarity Act, per Eleanor Torres. So we should be getting major updates on the Clarity Act after July 13th and the 17th. After the Clarity Act hearing, we should see a full floor Senate vote happening sometime after July 17th, and the Clarity Act officially passing after that, sometime it seems like now late July to early August. The bill is expected to head to the Senate floor later in July, but it still needs 60 votes, making Democratic supports and the White House back compromise critical. We need Democratic supports, which is extremely hard to find, as a majority of Democrats are anti-crypto. And lastly, a major crypto regulation deadline coming in Europe. This is MiCA regulations. And this is a fun fact. We had over 3,000 plus registered crypto firms in 2024. However, today, just 244 out of the 3,000 plus hold MiCA licenses, meaning that the rest of the crypto firms, 3,000 plus other firms, must wind down operations by July 1st. Luckily, Ripple being part of the 244 holding MiCA licenses. And this also includes Hedera, Aptos, Cardano Foundation, XDC, Yellow, and these other entities. So massive green light for Ripple, and keep in mind, even Binance have not received their MiCA licenses, meaning Binance being delisted from the EU. So we could see a lot of volatility happening on July 1st, as we also have USDT being delisted in Europe as well. So watch out for the markets this week. And that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.